Cheers. This wine is so sweet. I actually really like this wine. Got it from Sam's Club. If you're new to my channel, hello. Come sit down and let's talk. A girl is in her mid-20s already. Can we believe that? But before we start our chit-chatting session, I do want to head into the sauna. Who said you can wear a mask in the sauna? Well, I don't know, but I'm about to. I feel like I went into the sauna and I came out a whole different person. I changed my hair and I did not put on bedtime clothes. I was going to get dressed for bed and I was like, okay, I don't want to look ugly in this video. I'm already feeling a little bit insecure because of my skin. So we're gonna stop drinking and we're going to get it together and, you know, do a little chit chat session, talk about how my mid-20s is doing. It's not doing great, but it's not doing bad. You know, it's not doing bad. So I made a little notes here so that I don't forget what I wanted to talk about. So let's get into doing skincare while we talk. So you know, it's a basic skincare. I haven't been doing much to my skin because my skin have been breaking out. I hope this lighting is not poor for y'all. Yeah, I hope the lighting is not poor. I try to move you guys around so you guys can see me clearly. This is not a skincare tutorial, so I will just be doing my stuff, but I'm starting off with toner. I want to touch on friendship. I do have friends, but I consider them more like family. I do have two friends from high school. Just two. Outside of one bag of friend that we used to have at high school. It's just two me left with. But I'm not gonna lie, the older I get, listen to me, when I was a teenager, I was a people pleaser. I feel like I'm still a people pleaser and I'm trying to get out of that era. I'm trying to become better. I'm still a people pleaser, but not as bad as it was. No, I don't really care for things, like certain things don't bother me anymore. I don't care if I stop talking to somebody, I'll drop you quick. Don't care. You say something I don't like, you rub me the wrong way, I'm dropping you. So that narrowed me down to two high school friends from Jamaica and I have one high school friend from America, just one, and I love her so much. She's so pure, sweet, but you can't swear for nobody, but she's very, very pure. And in this adulthood, yeah, so this mid-20s, the friends that I've made, oh my goodness, they're so genuine. Love them, love them, love them. I would call them more of my little family that I know from different places, because I'm too old for friends anyways. I'm too old. People snake you all the time. I'm not into all of that. No, I'm not into all of that. So I'm not bother with the friendship business. It don't even bother me that I don't even have a person to say, oh, I have to call Jimmy and tell Jimmy this, that happened to me. Oh, I have to call Kara and tell Kara what happened to me. No, I don't. I keep my personal life to my personal life. And that's what I learned as a big mid-20s year old lady. You don't call people and tell them your personal life. This is not high school. You keep your personal life to yourself. If Keisha want to share her personal life with you, fine, but you keep your personal life to yourself. You solve it by yourself. If you're single, you solve it by yourself. If you're a partner, you and your partner, you know, figure that out and solve it. I do have a partner, so you know, we solve our problems together. He's like my best friend, so I don't need an outside friend to call and tell my personal life. All my friends, the things that we talk about is like basic stuff, and it's not, oh, we can't be friends because we don't know each other's personal life. We do great. And that's something I did not understand. Friendships are more than just getting deep into your deep life. Because if you and that person stop talking, you can't tell if they're going to share your business with other people. And even if you and that person still talking, you still can't tell if they're going to share your personal life with other people. So I rather keep my personal business to myself. I find joy, I find peace. Talking about peace, I enjoy having peace. Lord, but just have to give God thanks because I don't have nobody around me stress me. I have 0 people around me stressing me. And if you come in my space and I feel like you're taking over my peace and trying to ruin my peace, I drop you. I drop you. I feel like I've grown so much from early 20s to mid 20s. I have grown so much as a lady, and I'm so proud of myself. I can say that because I've seen the improvement, the change. Sometimes when I go through like my Snapchat memories and look at stuff, and I'm like, this was not me. Like, how did I evolve in this woman? People might say relationships don't have nothing to do with you evolving and becoming a better person. But honestly, if you're with the right person, now I'm not the right person. But I feel like I'm so scared to say that. You know how life is. But I would say right now in this moment, I feel like he's the person for me because I've been evolving a lot as a person, and he's contributing so much to it. I was not this woman. I was not this person. He taught me about not telling people my personal life. He's very private, and I'm learning that from him. I'm becoming such a private person. At first, I was never this private. Me not care who know what. But I am so private because of him, and I love that for myself because that bring me to where I am now and give me the peace when me get. I feel like if I wasn't so private, a lot of people would be in my business and just cause me a whole heap of problem. When a lot of people is in your business, it causes a whole heap of problem. So yeah, I'm just grateful for that. I'm grateful that I even know him, I met him, and he's a part of my life and part of my journey of growing up. So I love that for me. So speaking about relationships, I feel like at first I was not very private about my relationship that I was in before this relationship. And that just did cause all the people playing on my business and the embarrassment on my face. So the less people know, the less embarrassment, right? I'm just playing. But yeah, I feel like the privacy brings you peace. It brings me peace, a lot of peace. So I don't think I'll ever give that up. There's a lot of things I've learned in my mid 20s, but I also learned things when I was a teenager. And things that stick with me was nobody's really a friend, because even your best friend is not your friend. So I don't have a current best friend right now. I'm not a preschooler. I don't need a best friend. A best friend is, I feel like a best friend is a child thing. Don't come for me if you feel like you need a best friend, then fine. But in my opinion, I don't think I need a best friend. I don't think it's really important in my life. Yeah, you need close friends, and I feel like I'm surrounded with people like that. I'm surrounded with love, and all of them not come with one bag of baggage and problem and put you in a one bag of problem and situation and mix up and drama. It's never drama. So I really love that. But I was getting to, I learned that not everybody's your friend. So at the age of 13, I was about to turn 14. I lost my cousin, which was like my adopted sister, because my mom was basically fostering her because she didn't live with her parents. And I grew up with her and everything. She passed away because of friend. So growing up, listen to me, listen how this traumatized me. And I didn't really express this to anybody, but it traumatized me a lot, and I'm still traumatized from it. I don't eat from people, I don't drink from people. You know that Jamaican thing, you don't got people you had to eat, you don't got people you had to drink. But that is like engraved in me. Like I said, it traumatized me, and it's just stick with me, man. And I can't just drop it and let it go, because I was a part of that journey where she got sick, internal bleeding, and passed away, and it was all because of her friend, best friend, that she grew up with. So I try to limit where I eat, where I drink, who I call friend. Friend wicked, bad. You can't trust anybody. You can't trust anybody. Like, people evil. I also learned that you can't have your partner around your friends, because all right, them will say them don't want the man. They will say they don't want the man, but in reality, they'll see how the man is treating you, and they're like, I want that treatment, I want that, and I can't find anybody like him. And they'll be in a relationship and they'll be like, Roger don't treat me that way, so I want him because he's treating her that way. No woman no come around my man. I also can't trust Mando. So it's like, but he would not kill you over wanting to be with your friend, you know. He's not gonna kill you for that. I feel like he won't kill you unless you're married and stuck in our marriage. I don't trust anybody, and I don't think I'll ever trust any friend around my man, because no. That's why I don't deal with the one but of friends. You see, there's so many reasons why you don't really need friends, and you just need to surround yourself with a group of people. Not even a group. Even if you're a single lady, you don't need a group of people. Be careful, ladies, because friends are no. I've learned so many things just coming up in this world, how evil it can be. People can be very evil. So getting back to the best friend thing, where I was saying that you don't really need best friends. I had two close friends that I was calling my best friends. One, I really loved her. She was such a sweet person. She's still a sweet person, I think. That's where my downfall is. I love still steady good in a people, but I genuinely love her from the bottom of my heart. Hey, when you break up with a friend, it hurt more than having a heartbreak. I'm not gonna lie. If you experience it, you know what I'm talking about. Breaking up with a friend is worse than having a heartbreak. Like, that rip your heart out so bad. And being friends for so long, and then the friendship not work out, you bawl your guts out. You think somebody rip your heart out. But yeah, I was close to this one girl, really loved her, and you know, we stopped talking because I feel like a lot of girl codes were being broken. That's the thing, a lot of females don't respect girl code. It's non-existent to them. Like, it don't exist at all. Them just like, oh no, that exists. That's not a real thing for me. So that's one thing I'm afraid of too. I am scared of girls that don't understand girl code. I'm gonna learn that a lot of them are in this world. They don't draw a line to say, oh, that's my friend and I wouldn't want to do that to her. I mean, stuff happens though, and you know, you live and learn, you move on. But what to do? You know, that situation taught me a lot. The whole best friend thing, it's not a real thing. It's not a real thing. You don't really need a best friend. Once you have a man, that's your best friend. Or even if you have a man, sometimes a man can cheat on you, and that stop being your best friend. But I feel like once you find the right person, it automatically become your best friend, and you don't have to worry about, oh, I need an outside best friend other from that. And if your man have a girl best friend, that is a no-no. I don't know about you, but I know about me and mine. I do not do the whole girl best friend, boy best friend thing while you're in a relationship. Is that even a real thing? And as a lady that's in your mid-20s, should you be doing that? Certain things I don't agree with, and it's an okay thing in this society nowadays. And I don't want to bring up too much of it because I don't want people to like get too offended or get too mad at me for saying what I think. So maybe I'll just leave it at that. And I think it's also the old school Jamaican in me. My parents, very old schooled. My mid-20s taught me a lot about friends, friendships, relationships, and a lot more things that I'm still learning. You know, I'm still learning not to be such a people pleaser, because I want to be able to say no and know that I'm not hurting your feelings and I'm just doing the best for me. Sometimes you have to learn to say it's okay, stop, it's a no, the line draw here, no. And I'm struggling with that. And in high school I was really bad at it, but now as a grown lady I feel like I'm getting better. And every year is a new age and it's a new maturity. So let's hope that next year brings me even more maturity and I'll be even better at saying no, because I'm struggling with that, but I'm working at it. I'm going to work at it hard for the rest of this year. So for my girls that are in their mid-20s, you have to understand that everything is going to come overnight, and that's something I was struggling with bad. I wanted everything to come overnight on a platter to me and just come fast, come and done and be here fast. But that don't actually work like that. You have to work for where you want to get to, and you have to give it time. As a young girl, I thought I was going to be a certain place at a certain time, but that didn't work out. I'm taking a whole different route, and sometimes it's not what you want, it's what God I put on the surface for you. You have to take, you understand? Because I'm at work, not you. He's working, so you just have to take what he's giving. And I'm taking what he's giving. I'm soaking up everything that he's giving. Because one thing with me, when blessing comes for others, I'm always super happy for them. But as a girl that expects things to come instantly, fast and quick, I have to give God his time and his space to work and just accept things when it comes. I'm doing so much better with waiting for what he's putting out there, and the path that he's putting me on, I think that is way better than what I was going to end up being on. And of course it's going to be better because it's God, you know. I'm Jesus, this God, I got this at work, you know. So I'm learning to wait for stuff. I'm learning to just chill out. End up taking off the headband so you can see the full hair. As a girl in her mid-20s, I've also learned that you don't need to rush into a relationship because you feel like your window is closing. No, you don't have to rush into a relationship because you feel like, okay, it's time for me to have kids. Listen to me, God, just continue praying and God will work his miracle. He always do. So don't rush yourself in any relationship, because I feel like when you rush into a relationship, it don't work out. I feel like I was peer pressured into the last relationship that I was in. I don't want to do a whole story time or whatever, but let's give you a little background stuff on what happened with that relationship. So that guy was my boy best friend. I was just, you know, hanging out with him. I was new to America, new to the high school that I was going. So he was like the person that I hang out with, and he always come to my house. I didn't like this guy at first. I liked somebody else. I had a crush on somebody else at that school, and he always came to my house, just always show up. And he used to tell me that his girlfriend would live next door, which his girlfriend did not live next door, which was very creepy to me. He was just showing up to my house telling me that he knew somebody on that block, which he did not. He was just passing by my house, which that to say that is so creepy. He used to show up until we eventually became friends, because I was like, okay, he go to my school, why not become his friend? Because I don't have any friends at that school. Yeah, a lot of people talk to me, but I wouldn't call them my friend. They were just hyped about the Jamaican accent. I was the second Jamaican to go to that school. So I was like, okay, I don't really have any friends, so let's be his friend. I became his friend, and he broke up with his girlfriend. His girlfriend thought we were dating because he was hanging out with me so much. His girlfriend thought we were dating, so they broke up. I was like, I would break up with you too. You are always at my house. Broke up with his girlfriend and then gave me a call, and then he was like, do you want to be my girlfriend? To say all of this, it sounded like a toddler preschool type of behavior. I was like, do you want to be my girlfriend? And I was like, no. I didn't say no. Let's not lie. I didn't say no. I said, why? I thought you had a girlfriend. So embarrassing. And then he was like, we just broke up. I don't like to be single. Do you want to be my girlfriend? Yes or no? And I was like, okay. Worst relationship ever. Would never recommend it. I said that to get to the point that I was trying to get to. You don't need to rush into any relationship. Let time do its thing. You don't need to rush in no relationship. God work a miracle all the time, okay? So you just make him do his thing, and you just wait. Sit down and wait. Because I feel like this relationship, I don't want to speak too much on my current relationship, like I said, but I was single for a long time before I end up dating again, going on dates, and end up with this person. It's so funny how we met. So I was working for this company. You do different testing on different apps for them. So I was doing a testing for them with the app Bumble, and I had to be on it for some time and, you know, make reports or whatever. And I end up I wanted to see how I wanted to see how the app works, so I had to, you know, swipe on people, and I was just like swiping, end up swiping on him. And then I have to message him first because that's the way Bumble works. And I messaged him, I was like, hey, and then he messaged me back about a couple of days later. He took a while to message me back, to think of it. It took a long time. But I messaged him, hey, I was like, okay, because I've been on dates with guys from Bumble because I had the app for a while before my test start. I think it was a 3-month period before the test start, but I had to have the app for a long period of time before the testing start because they were trying to upgrade something on the app. So you basically get into like meetings, and then you talk about what you see with the app, what needs to change, stuff like that. And I was trying to report back to the company, and I end up going on the date. I was like, okay, this is the last date I'm going on, because I've been on some weird dates. That would be it. I can make a whole video on dates that I've been on. I have a list in my phone still, and that was a couple years ago. I still have a list in my phone. I can tell you about all the dates I've been on if you guys like to hear about stuff like that. But anyways, I went on a date with him. He said that he wanted to come pick me up for the date. I don't normally allow that to happen, but he came to pick me up and we went on a date. He didn't try to be weird. He was just funny and we had a great time, and I was like, okay, I think I would like to go on a date with him again. And then he ended up leaving for a long period of time. I feel so awkward talking about my personal life because I don't really, only my family and his family really know. So it's like, okay, do I talk about stuff like this? Okay, but I am saying all of this for you to know that you shouldn't rush anything. God will send you the right person when it's the right time, because I feel like some things that happened, I feel like it's faith, and it was God that brought us together, you know. So, and he's a Christian, and I always said that I would never ever go out with somebody that's not Christian, or I would never date anybody that don't believe in God. And I didn't even ask him. So normally when I meet somebody, I always ask them, do you believe in God? Where you see yourself in church? And I didn't ask him anything like that, and he ended up asking me. I was like, look at God. But long story short, don't rush anything, even if you feel like your window is closing. Your window is not closing because God knows what he's doing, okay? But you have to be putting in the work for him to do his part. So yeah, that is my relationship advice. I don't feel like I do. Am I giving relationship advices out here? I've never done that before, but this is the healthiest relationship I've ever been into in my entire life. So I feel like I am qualified, and it's been going on for a long time. So I feel like I'm qualified to give a little relationship advice. But yeah, just wait your turn. God not turning back on people, so just wait your turn. Continue praying, have your faith, and pray. So if you stayed until the end, I appreciate each and every one of you anyways, even if you didn't stay until the end. So yeah, but I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.